One of my last exams was an English exam where we had to write a 5-paragraph essay analyzing this story, the end of something, written by Ernest Hemingway. And my first mistake I did here in the introduction, where I presented the name of the novel and the author instead of presenting something catchy about the story, so the reader would want to read more. Instead, could start it out. Nick and Marjorie have problems, but they fight in silence, and it ends up with Marjorie leaving Nick, so she sails away from Nick, so she's left alone. And then here I have written who seems to have, and I have made a mistake, and I think the correct is this, maybe. I don't know. That is a good question. I'm not really sure about that one. And Mette have corrected something here for me. I have written in the old day, and yeah, it should have been in the old days. I don't know why I read days. And then right here I used novel, and I think the correct word is the story takes place. And I just think I misunderstood the word's meaning, so I just wrote novel instead of story, so I'll remember that for next time. And here I wrote, it has made him depressed, callous, and a quitter, where you say I should have chosen a better word than callous. And that could be and I don't know, it just seemed right, but I could have written it has made him depressed and made him not care, and a quitter. Maybe that would have fit better. And then a mistake I do a lot. I am aware of it, and I don't know why I can't do it better. But after I have written a quote, I just stop there. I don't explain the quote like I explain something before I put it in, and then I put it in and just leave it there. I don't know. I kind of do it because I'm letting it speak for itself, but that's wrong. So and I have done that a lot of times. I have done it here as well, where Mette has written that I have to end what I just pointed out before I'm moving on. And I can see it would be better if I did that. I just don't know why I keep doing it. We have it here again, where I'm letting the code speaks for itself. And here I got an extra point, I think. And under the exam I thought that was pretty good written myself, so and here there is a mistake again. He just don't want to talk to Marjorie. It must be he just doesn't want to talk to Marjorie, because there have to be an S in the third person singularly. Don't remember the word. and here I think the word was wrong because I keep shifting between the times, and that is definitely something I have to practice as well. I do it a lot. And majority, oh, here we have it again, where it has to be in the third person, singularize. Instead, I should have written, and majority forces him to tell her what's really on his mind. I think it's just a mistake I forgot to correct, because when you write, you don't really, well, I don't really think about what the mistake is. I normally do it when I speak out loud, because then you can hear it, but when you're just sitting there and writing in silence, you just, yeah, you don't know. And let's see, here there is, and I sat there in the exam struggling with this, because there is missing something, and I still haven't figured out what it is. The end of something, the end of some things, the end of Horton's Bay, the end of the mill, the end of majority. Oh, I don't know what could have been better. Wait. Oh. Oops. Don't know if it will be better with a comma instead. Yeah, I think it works better with a comma. I just tried to be dramatic. I tried to be dramatic, I think, with the dot, like the end of something dumb, the end of something's dumb, the end of Horton's Bay, the end of the mill, the end of Nick and Majori. Yeah, and that was wrong. And then, yeah, I don't know if my introduction and conclusion could have, like, could have fitted each other better. That's one of the things I struggle with, because I think it's hard to, combine, the introduction and the conclusion, so they kind of says the same thing, but yet again concludes. So now I know I have to work with my quotes. I should not let them speak for itself, and I should be better at my introductions. Instead of doing this, where I present the story, instead of trying to catch the reader. And then I have like 3 mistakes where I do this mistake where there should be an S on that. Keep bending the word wrong. Can you say bend in English? I don't know. And then I think I have 2 mistakes with a wrong chosen word. Here it is. And then, so it's the quote, introduction, conclusion, and the verbs. And then I should be aware of the times, because it can get a little confusing. So I know what to work on next time. I hope it will be better, because yeah, it should be. I want to get some good points.